know it's the 29th, and we're here doing our Huddle Up again, and thanks everybody for coming, and those of you that get to watch it tomorrow, you can thank everybody for showing up. So I'd do it. Let's share the screen. Yeah, okay, let's share the PowerPoint. Yay, being an Optivian. Who feels like an Optivian? Anybody?
Yeah.
Okay. Time to share. So let's see what we got going here. My reason we're trying to change is, the change I have noticed in me since joining our group is, when I want to give up, I just remember, and then our standard, most grateful, and what you want to share most. So, my reason for trying to change is, it started out as health, because I really wanted to undo some of the damage I'd done to myself. And the change I've noticed most in me since joining this group is, it's great to have the help of other people. Two minds are better than one. Well, we got a bunch of them, and we learn from each other every day. And that's what I see as what's changed the most about me, is that connection. When I want to give up, I just remember I said I'm never giving up. So it's easy. That's my big thing. I just keep plugging away at it. I'm never giving up. So if I don't get there before I die, I'll still be attempting. I'll never give up. So who wants to go next?
I will.
Go ahead.
So my reason for trying to change is health. I wasn't eating anything nutritious. And the change I've noticed in me since joining our group is I'm happier. We're doing our study on happiness. It's something that I look forward to, and throughout the week, I actually think of all of us in here and remember things that make me smile.
Oh.
When I want to give up, I remember my mother. Those of you that are familiar, when I was in the hospital helping care for my mother, I just remember how unhappy she was at having to be cared for, being unable to care for herself. And I remember thinking that I don't want my children to have to care for me like that till the very last possible moment. And the best way to accomplish that is to get as healthy as I can get. And what I'm most grateful for today is I will have a bathroom soon, and my floors are done. Woo!
Yay!
And that's it for me.
That's great. Okay. Sue, were you next?
Yeah, I'll go next.
Okay.
My reason for trying to change is to get healthy, so I can live a long life with my sweet husband, and we can enjoy doing things. The change I've noticed in me since joining our group is I've been able to stay on this weight program, and because of all the support and everything I have from all of you guys, and with Connie and Tony living next door. And when I went to give up, I just remember that Connie and Tony live next door.
That's great.
I told John when we first started this, I said, well, no more dominoes, because Connie will know.
Oh, that's funny.
And let's see, what I'm most grateful for today is John's home. He's been gone all day, and I missed him.
Oh.
That's all.
Okay.
Great.
John, you want to go next?
Alrighty. Let's see. My reason for trying to change is to become healthier. Besides losing the weight, it's mainly the health aspect of it. Let's see. Same thing with Sue about the staying on it, because I got a neighbor next door that's going to.
I had no idea.
Which is really great that because I think we're helping her and she's helping us. So.
Well, you're definitely helping me, because I feel that same pressure.
Yeah, you're helping us.
What am I most grateful for is I got through the first 8 hours of class today, and I only got 8 hours to go tomorrow.
What kind of class?
I'm getting certified as an American Red Cross CPR AED and first aid instructor.
Great. That's good, John.
And let's see, what am I most grateful for is that I got to get home through the traffic from the northern side of Orlando before midnight tonight.
Understand?
Well, I want to say, when I want to give up, I just remember I'm married to Connie.
So
That ain't happening.
And today I want to share the guys, Gary Grantham and Jim Cohen, some buddies. They decided today was the day to take me to breakfast. So I kind of want to share that was great breakfast. The little place there they called Woodsby.
Oh, Woodsby's is great.
Yeah, we know.
They did a breakfast, so that was great.
I did that so I could see everybody. Everybody can still see the questions, right?
Yes.
All right. So, Marcia, you're next, right?
I guess. My reason for trying to change, of course, is health, like everybody else. The change I've noticed in me since joining the group is I feel more connected to people, especially the guys in the group here.
Yeah.
When I want to give up, I just remember that I don't want to leave all these orphans behind. I got to be here for them.
Yep.
Yes.
And that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Thank you, Marcia.
Good.
Martha.
I'm not doing very well. I just had a real bad reaction.
What's the matter?
Oh, my sugar dropped to 44. I don't know why.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and I'm trying to recover from it.
Did you take something?
Yeah, I drank some juice with sugar in it, and I ate 2 Fig Newtons.
Okay, all right.
I can't think.
Too shaky.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think, and I'm freezing to death.
Oh.
So should you even be here? I mean, we want you here.
No, because it doesn't matter. As long as I just can't seem to concentrate right this minute.
Yeah, but stay with us, though.
Yeah, I can listen.
All right, honey.
I
Dorothy.
don't know why it did it.
Yeah. What have you eaten today?
I did the coffee this morning, my cereal. For lunch, I had, what the heck, I can't even remember. I know I ate lunch. And then for supper, I just had, honey, I can't think.
That's okay, honey. Don't worry about it. So you've eaten today. That was the rule.
Oh, yeah, I've eaten my 5 meals.
Mm-hmm. So those of you that deal with diabetes, I don't deal with it, so I don't know. Is there advice that anybody offers her right now, or she just has to wait it out?
It depends on how much insulin she took and how much she ate to compensate for the insulin.
I took the normal, I'm on a sliding scale, and when I took it before I had supper, I took the amount that I'm supposed to take for that. And then all of a sudden, when I took it again, it was 44.
What did you eat for supper?
What did we have? I had mixed vegetables.
I see a kitty.
Yeah.
I can't think. I had mixed vegetables and some rice.
Oh.
I don't know.
You have protein?
I can't think.
Did you have protein?
What did we have? Yeah, I had shrimp.
Okay.
I had 4 shrimp. That's
Probably
what I had shrimp and rice and mixed vegetables.
All right.
Just
Well, just pay attention to you, woman. Look, and you holler out if you need us, okay?
okay, hon.
Go ahead, Dorothy.
My reason for trying to change. It was for health reasons. It's still for health reasons to try to control my sugar. the change that I've noticed in me since joining our group is friendship. I mean, that's what it's all about, taking care of one another. When I want to give up, I just remember that you're never, how can I say this? Unless you quit, you're still succeeding because you're still trying to change what you're doing and trying to do what's best for your body. So I never give up, even though I might fall
You may
down a
not be
little bit.
moving forward, but you don't give up. Yes,
I don't give up. Yeah, because when you give up is when
it's over.
it's over. Yeah. What I'm most grateful for today, oh my gosh. Everything. I guess I've got my mother that's healthy. My daughter, we had a good time on our vacation. She did pretty good without oxygen.
Oh, good.
And what I want to share the most is I really have a bad pain in my neck.
Oh,
You've been suffering with this that you can't even turn.
6 weeks.
oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
I can relate to that, Dorothy. I just came from physical therapy, and this is my second week. And for the first time since April, I'm go a little bit periods of time without a headache. But now, since the pain in my neck is clearing up, I'm feeling the pain in my back. So
Well,
I can relate.
I'm waiting for a phone call for physical therapy, but her solution to all problems is that it's stress. So she gives me some medication that this is the second time she gave me a medication, and I can't even think of it. Valium. She gave me Valium.
Ah,
I bought it and I read the instructions, and I took 2 pills and I started to itch on my neck and my chest. And so I sent her a message and I said, I'm willing to take Flexerol to help the muscles, but I'm not going to take that medication. And
Yeah.
she's all right with that. So she gave me Flexerol, but I'm still waiting for them to call me about therapy.
And we'll do a little shout out for all those people in Texas that are struggling.
Yes.
Lisa has a daughter that lives in Houston. I don't know if anybody else has anybody impacted by it, but Sam is dry and safe. But that's a mess out there.
Yep.
And our cousin Kayla is in that area.
She's in Dallas.
Okay.
Well,
But Dallas has a flood of people.
I have 2 nieces that are in Austin.
Oh, that's right. Katie's in Austin.
Yeah, and her sister Beth is there with her.
I didn't know Beth was there.
Yeah.
When
Gary hadn't even said a word. That's good. That's interesting.
New
Okay.
Orleans. New
So we got-
Orleans.
So they got the challenge coming up in how many more days? Is it like next Monday?
11.
Is it 11? It starts with
No.
4th. It can't be
It
11.
Starts
you
on the
can
9th,
start-
I thought.
I just looked today. You can start on the 2nd, weighing in.
Yeah. It starts on September 4th.
Oh, I thought it was the 9th.
This is August.
I was gonna
No,
say-
September.
Yeah.
We're almost done with August.
Start on a Monday normally.
So the 4th, Lisa, is like 5 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I
That's
thought it
next
started on the
Monday, right?
9th.
Huh?
I thought it
Next
started on
Monday?
the 9th.
No, it starts on the 4th.
That's Monday.
Always on a Monday.
It starts
It's on a
on
Monday.
Monday.
Yeah, but
You
Labor
can start weighing in on the 2nd, like Sue said.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm glad we had this conversation. So it starts on the 4th, and it looks like the Fitbit's in the happenings again. Sue asked me back before they missed 2 meetings about wanting to start exercise, and she was interested in skin tightening and things like that. And a long time ago, we covered skin brushing, and I've been holding that off until Sue came back. But Lisa, have you ever been in one of our skin brushing classes?
No.
Oh, so good. And I don't think Marcia Novita has been in one of our skin brushing classes. Now, I started skin brushing, but I become remiss at it, and I have started back. I actually replaced my brushes, but when I started it, I did it for a long time, and there was obvious benefit. You just get busy, and it becomes one of those things that you eliminate. But I think after tonight, I'm going to be more proactive on that. Dorothy, did you ever do any skin brushing?
I did a long time ago. Yeah.
And you got away from it too?
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to cover that tonight. And Tony did his first skin brushing the other day.
Oh, it's so great.
Yeah. You do it too, Marcia?
Yeah.
Did you get away from it?
Oh, off and on. I have one in the bathroom, and sometimes
Still do it? Yeah.
just before my shower, I'll do it.
I would do it off and on, but it's really something you want to make part of your routine. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Tony, do you want to talk about your first time?
Well, it felt very strange taking a brush all over my body, but it felt real good afterwards. At first, I said, ooh, ooh. But then it feels, you know, you start feeling your body. It feels so soft to the touch. And I said, ooh, I like this.
Okay.
So I think I'll be doing it more often.
So now we're going to go to the skin brushing. Lisa, you want to start with this?
Okay. The skin, wait, hold on. Oh, what did I just do? I can't see it because my people's faces are in front of it.
I have the same.
Yeah.
I can
There
start.
we go. The skin plays a vital role in ridding the body of toxins and impurities. Dry skin brushing is one of the best techniques to open up the pores of the skin and to stimulate and detoxify the lymphatic system.
Go ahead, Lisa.
Some of the many benefits of body brushing include strengthens the immune system, eliminates toxins, stimulates blood flow, improves circulation, stimulates lymphatic flow, stimulates the hormone and oil glands, exercises the skin, exfoliates the skin and encourages new cell growth, helps to smooth the skin and eliminate cellulite, yes Lord, helps to tighten the skin.
I didn't see yes, Lord there. Okay.
Helps to tighten the skin, even lose skin after losing weight or having a child. Yes, Lord, I need that.
That's what I'm looking
Digest,
for.
tones the muscles.
Sue, you want to read now?
Yeah, your skin and detox. Whether you know it or not, your skin plays an important role in detoxification, but if it's overrun with toxins or dead skin cells, it can't eliminate waste efficiently. This is where dry brushing is invaluable. It removes dead skin and activates waste removal from your lymph nodes. Lymph is a fluid in your circulatory system, and it contains white blood cells, so lymph also affects our immune system. It picks up bacteria, toxins, and other waste from our blood and filters it through the lymph nodes where the bacteria is destroyed. Poor blood circulation means the lymph cannot properly do its job, resulting in cellulite, varicose veins, and a weakened immune system. Dry brushing improves the lymph flow. And for men, don't be so macho. Man up and take care of your skin and lymphatic system. It can take just 30 seconds a day for all the benefits.
I will do it all the time now.
Blood flow compared with lymphatic flow. The bloodstream is pumped by the heart. It circulates throughout the body and is cleansed by being filtered by the kidneys. The lymphatic system does not have a pump to aid in its flow. Instead, this system is designed so the lymph only flows upward through the body, traveling from the extremities, feet and hands, and upward through the body towards the neck. As it travels through the body, lymph passes through lymph nodes where it is filtered. At the base of the neck, the lymph enters the subclavian veins and once again becomes plasma in the bloodstream. Marcia Novita, you want to read?
Sure. Here are more benefits of dry brushing. Stimulate your lymphatic system. Your lymphatic system eliminates cellular wastes, hundreds of miles long. These tubes allow waste to collect from your tissues and transport through the blood for elimination. known as lymphatic drainage. If not working properly, waste and toxins can build up, causing inflammation and disease. Dry brushing can help to prevent this. Exfoliation. Removing the dry, dead skin improves appearance, clears clogged pores, and gives you the healthy glow you're looking for. Increased circulation. Increased circulation will help to eliminate
Metabolic.
Thank you. Waste and improve health and flow of the lymphatic system. Metabolic. Why couldn't I say that?
Go ahead.
Reduce cellulite. Cellulite is essentially hard fat deposits below the skin, which brush drying can help to soften. In fact, the Huffington Post reported it to be one of the more successful ways to smooth away less than perfect spots on your legs in their anti-cellulite road test. Improve digestion and kidney function. Improving circulation through dry skin brushing has been shown to support your digestion and organ function. Try it, you won't go back. Many people I've showed this to have become hooked, feeling softer, smoother skin, and even less brain fog, better sleep, and more energy.
Who remembers what supplement takes out the garbage? That was covered back, I think, when we were talking about cortisol.
Oh, I missed that.
Lisa?
My brain is spinning here. It just went blank when you asked a question.
Omega-3?
I was going to say fish oil, but.
Yes, very good, Dorothy. Yes, I just thought I'd pop that back in because we covered it. And the reason I thought Lisa would spit it out is because she's talked about it ever since she actually went out and bought her omega-3s. So
good.
Yeah, I know.
Take them every morning.
Good.
With my probiotics.
Good for you.
Hold on a minute.
Oh, wow, that song brings back memories.
Yeah.
I think I hurt Riley's feelings.
How did you hurt Riley's feelings? Huh?
We went over late on the couch after I talked about him squeaking his toy when I'm in the meeting.
Oh, y'all can see that, right? You see that? This brush, by the way, I didn't buy it, but it's available at Bed Bath & Beyond. I got one I could reach my back instead. So we're going to go ahead. This is a demo about body brushing.
Hi, I'm Sean from Mio Skincare, and I just want to spend 60 seconds telling you about the wonders of body brushing. This is the Mio body brush, natural boar bristles, little rubber nodules, especially good for really getting into those kind of cellulite-y, lumpy, bumpy areas. Body brushing goes back to Ayurvedic times, so this is something that has been done for thousands of years now, and I think it's really come into the fore of people thinking, actually, body brushing is a very important part of keeping your skin in peak performance. That's what Mio is all about, is getting your skin working in absolute peak performance. Let me show you how it's done. You start on the soles of your feet. It's a bit tickly, that's an added bonus. You then work on the backs of your calves, the fronts, upwards to your thighs. A lot of women are going to worry about cellulite on their thighs, so really pay some special attention to this area at the back. Upward strokes always. The key to body brushing is you're brushing towards your heart. Your lymph system doesn't actually have a pump, so part of what you're doing here is really helping your lymph system work because you're moving everything around. You're moving that lymph fluid around. So pay special attention to any areas at the backs of your thighs. Inside here as well, you've got lymph nodes. That's a really good area to focus on. Then before you move on to your tummy, you do your arms. Start with the palms of your hand. Feels a bit weird, I know, but think how many nerve endings, how stimulating the palms of your hands are. So working upwards again towards your heart. You know how it goes now. Upwards, upwards, upwards. Pay special attention to the underarm area because this is the bit that, as we get a bit older, gets a little bit slack, a little bit wobbly. You want to really pay special attention to that because it's going to help with the tonicity of your skin. Keep going upwards towards towards your heart now, more lymph nodes in your armpit. So that's another great bonus, is that you're really helping with that to help to detoxify your whole system. Then when you come to your tummy, you're going to be doing circular movements. So everything moving around in this area. I know, again, a little bit tickly, but this is going to be very helpful for sluggish digestion. That's another added bonus. Your back, upwards on your back. Again, you're always working towards the direction of your heart. And that's it. It couldn't be easier. Just 2 minutes a day, and you will see and feel a visible, lasting difference to your skin. It's going to be brighter, clearer, just glowing with health and happiness and energy. And that's what Mio is all about.
All right.
How do you do your back?
Do you have a brush that's longer? And I actually have one that is made just to reach it right here.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So let me get
I have one like that, but it's got a handle so you can use
I'm
it
gonna
with
bring
the
us back
handle
where
or
we can
take it
talk
off.
Okay.
And then
So's mine.
and I got that at Bed Bath and Beyond.
Okay.
So I have seen brushes that look like that in Walmart. Does it have to be a special brush, or just so long as you're brushing, like a bath brush,
Well,
or whatnot? Or is it a special brush called dry brush?
people use loofahs. They use a lot of different stuff. They actually have a cloth where you can use it on your back like this. That is rough. You can get that. That's what I have. They have that at Bed Bath & Beyond. You can get the long sticks that are like this, and then the end of them come off with a little thing, and then you use that on your skin. When you're doing this, you couldn't do more good for your body that costs you nothing, and it's been around forever. When I first learned about this, I was really surprised to hear the health benefits in it. And I didn't understand that the lymph system didn't have, you have to be moving, you have to be exercising, getting your proper rest. This is what keeps your lymph moving. Your heart keeps your blood moving. So adding this dry brushing has so many benefits to it. When Sue asked me about the skin, it's been so long ago that we covered this that it became a new subject. And it reminded me, I still did it, but I would say I would do it 2 or 3 times a month as opposed to 2 or 3 times a week. I had gotten out of the habit. I'm not out of the habit no more. I'm back to doing it because it does only take a few minutes, and it does feel good when you do it, and it does have so many health benefits. When I first started this, the people that I really thought about the most were people who were having problems with congestive heart failure, with retaining fluids, because all of that is directly connected with your lymph system. And so by starting to brush and exercise your skin and start moving your lymphs, that has to help with that part of your body. And right underneath your arms where all of your lymph nodes are, you bring it this way, bring it towards your heart, and do it, a good 3 or 4 times on both sides like that. They say in the inside of your thigh where you have that loose skin, and underneath your arms to do circular motions. So you're really breaking down that fat in there, and then all this hydration we're doing will help move the fat out of your body. So it has nothing but benefit in it, and it's very inexpensive. Brush will cost you less than $5, and you can do it in your bathroom at home. Does anyone have any questions or anything before we move on?
No, just a comment. All that brushing made me think of wax on, wax off, so you're getting exercise while you're doing it too.
That was good, Lisa. I like that. Sue, did you have any questions? And I'm so grateful that you asked that.
No, that was great.
Okay.
Now I know what I'm doing, so.
Yeah. And John, do you see benefit in you doing that?
He's got himself muted.
You're muted.
You're
Let me
muted,
unmute
John.
you.
My problem with it is getting way down to my toes and coming back up. I can't get down that far anymore. It's kind of hard for me to get certain parts of my body.
Then you get mommy to get them for you.
I said,
So go ahead, John. John's talking now. Go ahead.
If I see a benefit for me doing it, I see more of a benefit for Sue doing it to me.
That's going.
He's so
Very good.
Agree.
You know, I know that you two used to do massage because I ended up with your massage table. And this is another thing that you could, I just offered to Tony. This is another thing you can do for each other. But I'm thinking of your swollen feet, John.
Yeah.
And I am sure this has to have an impact on that.
You can start at my feet.
Huh?
You can start at my feet.
You can start at your feet and work your way. Okay, you two.
Okay, that's
so
enough,
bad.
John.
Get a room.
He is. He's in his,
We're in a room.
He's in his room.
I don't have somebody to do it for me, but the
Me
thought-
either.
I need to put that on my profile when I sign up for a dating site.
There you
Me
go.
either, Dorothy. We're in the same boat.
Okay, I'm hanging out with some wild people here.
You only knew.
So let's go back and let's see what's next. Oh, come back there. Where'd you go?
Leptin.
Leptin, our new hormone. Okay, who has it read?
I haven't.
Go ahead, Dorothy.
I might get, some of the words are cut off, so I might get a little lost here.
Okay, you want me to reduce it?
Can you reduce it a little? Okay.
Yeah, let me see.
Meet leptin, the master hormone that regulates body weight. Leptin is a hormone that is produced by the body's fat cells. It is often referred to as the
Satiety.
satiety hormone or the starvation hormone. Leptin's primary target is in the brain, particularly an area called the hypothalamus. Leptin is supposed to tell the brain that we have enough fat stored that we don't need to eat, and that we can burn calories at a normal rate. It also has many other functions related to fertility, immunity, brain function, and others. However, leptin's main role is long-term regulation of energy balance, the amount of calories we eat and expend, and how much fat we store on our bodies. The leptin system evolved to keep us from starving or overeating, both of which would have made us less likely to survive in the natural environment. These days, leptin is very effective at keeping us from starving, but something is broken in the mechanism that is supposed to prevent us from overeating. Bottom line, leptin is a hormone that is produced by the fat cells in the body. Its main role is regulating how many calories we eat and burn, as well as how much fat we carry on our bodies.
So are you going to tell us how to fix it now?
Well, ours is all definitely broken, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I find interesting? I'm going to stop sharing so we can just talk a minute. But, you know, we've all heard over the years we've been exposed to this business of that if we reduce our calories down too low and we have to really watch our exercise when we're in the 5 and 1, or our body thinks that we're in a starvation mode. Mm-hmm. And the way I understand leptin is that when you're fat, that is what creates leptin, but because it gets buried in the fat, the ghrelin takes over, and it just increases your appetite instead of decreasing it the way it was designed. And that's to store that energy because it believes that we're in starvation. And the way the program is designed is to fool the body that none of that is going on. And we actually learned that as we were learning about the 5 and 1, the way that it is scientifically formulated and how it works. So that's why we are always balancing that energy and those calories and trying to keep, when you're on the 5 and 1, to stay in the 5 and 1 so that leptin stays doing what it's supposed to do, which is to decrease our hunger, and that ghrelin stays in place to where we only eat what we need to satisfy us. And then that way we're really on a starvation diet, because a 5 and 1, your calorie intake is 1,000 calories a day. And in most cases that would shut down and make your body think that you're starving, and then slow your metabolism down and you'll quit losing weight. But because all of that's been scientifically designed within the 5 and 1 program, we don't experience that. That's been taken care of by the people who know how to do this. And it's great to learn these facts and then understand better how our program works. Doesn't that make you understand our program a little bit better?
Yeah.
Yes.
I just have one question.
Uh-huh.
I have one question. Where's the leptin character? You had a ghrelin character. Where's the leptin character?
Oh, you're so funny. You like that little growling guy, didn't you?
Yeah.
I did.
Lisa,
Lisa, did you put
I
him on
like
your
what Marcia
refrigerator?
says. She's in a relationship with him. You better break up, Marcia.
I'm trying to.
I don't have a printer hooked up where I done have it printed and have it several places around the house.
So
Several of them on the front of the refrigerator, on the bathroom mirror. Yeah.
He is
There you
cute.
go.
Leptin resistance may be the main biological abnormality in obesity. People who are obese have a lot of body fat in their fat cells. Because fat cells produce leptin in proportion to their size, obese people also have very high levels of leptin. Given the way leptin is supposed to work, these people shouldn't be eating. Their brain should know that they have plenty of energy stored. However, the problem is that the leptin signal isn't working. There's a whole ton of leptin floating around, but the brain doesn't see that it is there. This condition is known as leptin resistance. It is now believed to be the main biological abnormality in human obesity. When the brain doesn't receive the leptin signal, it erroneously thinks that the body is starving, even though it has more than enough energy stored.
Stupid brain.
That makes the brain change our physiology and behavior in order to regain the fat that the brain thinks we're missing. It's not our fault. Eating more, the brain thinks that we must eat so we don't starve to death. Reduced energy expenditure. The brain thinks we need to conserve energy, so it makes us lazier, makes us burn fewer calories at rest. In this way, eating more and exercising less is not the cause of weight gain. It is the consequence of leptin resistance, a hormonal defect. For the great majority of people, trying to exert willpower over the leptin-driven starvation signal is next to impossible. Bottom line, people who are obese have high levels of leptin, but the leptin signal isn't working due to a condition known as leptin resistance. Leptin resistance can cause hunger and reduce energy expenditure.
Wow.
There's your buddy.
Yeah, there he is.
Go ahead, Lisa, since you're in love with him.
Hormones that affect appetite. Ghrelin tells you when to eat. Leptin tells you when to stop eating. So we need a leptin character with a stop sign. Lack of sleep, lack of sleep will raise ghrelin levels and lower leptin levels, leading to overeating. So interestingly, I have to share, so I have a bulging disc in my lower back that are pressing against my spine. And I told the doctor about my program that I usually have lots of energy and I'm not hungry. And how I'm feeling now is I feel starving and I'm yawning all the time. And she informed me that that's because of those discs impinging my spinal cord, which is messing up my signals.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, you got some signals fixed now. You got some more signals out of whack.
I know, right?
You just got a signal problem, Lisa.
I do. Thank goodness I have the program and all of you.
There you go. Symptoms and consequences. When I'm reading this to you, think about, do any of these apply to you? Symptoms and consequences of chronically high leptin. Many people these days are leptin resistant and have health problems tied to this issue. Uncontrollable cravings, late night, and stress eating are the most visible symptoms of poor leptin control. The other symptoms may include weight gain, urge to snack soon after meals, fatigue, especially after eating, increased blood pressure, frequent anxiety, sugar cravings, increase in diet triglycerides, trouble falling or staying asleep, inability to lose weight no matter how much you exercise, and lack of motivation. I think all of us have some of those. Wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So can sleep, can proper diet and exercise reverse leptin resistance?
God, I hope so.
Hope so.
Oh. How to increase leptin and weight loss. When people fall into a cycle of overeating, followed by crash diets, they lose sensitivity to leptin and it results in leptin resistance. That makes it more difficult to lose weight and maintain the metabolism at a proper healthy level. Researchers have been looking for a way to overcome leptin resistance and ultimately help with weight loss. They have found that the key to reversing it is making lasting health changes through good diet, exercise, and sleep.
Mm-hmm.
It gets back to the very same things all the time.
Lifelong transformation, one healthy habit at a time.
Yeah, that's true. So now we have covered cortisol. How you feeling, Marcia?
All right.
Any better at all?
A little.
I see you got your blanket off of you.
Yeah. But I've got a terrific headache. I always do.
Yeah. I wish I could.
Have you done your blood sugar again?
No, I haven't taken it since I drank the orange juice and the
You
water.
want to do it now while we're waiting?
Yeah, I can go do it.
Why don't you do that? I was going to say something just a minute ago. Okay, so we've covered cortisol, we've covered ghrelin, and we've covered leptin. Does anybody feel that it's been, it was done where you could understand it and see?
Yeah.
How,
Absolutely.
okay.
Absolutely.
It was
Love
a,
it.
okay. And so then now the next hormone is going to be insulin, which we're getting to see firsthand today some of the effects that it can have on you. And you know, one of the problems that we all have with ourselves and with other people is trying to get the thought of how important health is. Tony was told the other day with the cancer on his nose that is the result of something 30 years ago.
Really?
It has nothing to do with anything recent. It takes it that long to show up.
Jeez.
And when I thought about that, I thought about the different things that people have manifest in their old age if they live long enough that they can directly go back and relate it to some poor choices they were making at some other time in their life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you're still able to look at yourself and assess what you're doing now and how it's going to manifest itself in your life in the future, and what we're doing here is seeing the things that seem to matter in overall health. And I will start, let's all name some of them. Sleep, hydration, exercise, good food,
Nutrition,
attitude,
less stress.
stress. So it isn't, I think anybody's going to overcome all of that, but I think that all of us can do better, and we have done better. And I think that's what these meetings that we have together is moving us forward in that direction, because it's always been my understanding that when people know better, they do better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I find it really comforting as we're always saying it, just bloop. It's the product that our program is scientifically formulated. It's doctor managed or doctor-led, physician-led, and we never pay any attention to that. But now that as I'm learning about leptin and cortisol and ghrelin, and now next week insulin, I can see how the physician-led, meaning a doctor that worked with patients who were at the end of their life, that believed that if he could get them up further upstream, he could change their outcome. So that's what you do, manifest what you get. And when they say scientifically formulated, I've been in conventions where they're scientists have stood up and spoke to all of us, and they have said that it is so comforting to be actually working in the food science lab, creating health, as opposed to working in a food science lab that wants it made cheap, wants it made addictive, wants it made plentiful and easily accessible, and make people want more of it. These scientists that have worked with food, they feel like they have become important in what they were educated to do, because now they're actually offering health to people. So we are all in the right place, and we're doing the right things. And I'm glad that I have all of y'all to help me. Anything
You're
else?
absolutely right when you said, you're absolutely right when you said, when you know better, you do better. And that's the good thing, is that we are constantly evolving and learning. And I don't know about anybody else, but the more that I'm learning and incorporating these habits of health, it makes me think throughout the day. It makes me make different choices throughout the day that I wouldn't have made several years ago before this education and concentrated support between this and the challenges. It's constantly refreshed in my brain. I don't know about anybody else, but.
Well, Lisa is a great, Lisa and Martha, how was your blood sugar, Martha?
It's up to 113.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's, I don't want to take any more sugar or anything. I'd like it to be to 120, but that's okay.
So when Lisa talks about nutrition, I might say nutrition once in something that I'm talking about, but you're looking at a person that never put anything nutritious in her mouth until she was what age?
50? 51.
Now she eats peas and she eats mashed potatoes. What else? Green beans. You'll eat green beans.
The bigger picture is what I'm not eating.
I know, but it's easy
all the
to
stuff
know.
that I'm.
What are the things that you eat that's actually grown out of the ground?
Corn, but that's a starch. Potatoes, beans. Like beans, I can eat all different variety of beans, and I will eat peas. Sometimes I can eat peas and carrots, but that's about it. And
how often would you eat those in those 50 years? Were they a staple, or are they every now and then?
Every now and then.
So literally 80% of your life, you ate nothing nutritious.
Absolutely.
And so when she started eating the food and feeling the benefits of nutrition, that's different from someone that has been eating things that have nutrition, and I'm taking them vitamins. It's an empty shell here that has no nutrition in it. So that's why you hear her always going nutrition, because she knows better than anybody the benefit of the nutrition that's been scientifically formulated into the food. Martha, she almost didn't make it to the refrigerator, and we're sitting here watching her having that same experience right before our eyes.
Well, when the first time that made me go on the program was because my sugar was almost 500. It was like 409, I think.
Large, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was, Dick wasn't here, and after I took an insulin shot and stuff, and I sat there and felt sorry for myself, I decided I better do something.
Your words were, I got myself here, I'll get myself out.
Yep.
That very year, Dick had been in the hospital 3 times, and I didn't know how many times. Every time I thought we were going to be comforting Marcia, I didn't think he was coming home. Then when Marcia got on the program, I'm going to say Marcia, but you know who I'm talking about, Bird Mom, right? Okay. So when Marcia got on the program, and she talks about a donut hole back a long time ago, they were the ones who made me understand, because I didn't have sickness or anything I was dealing with. So what I didn't realize till after the fact that my numbers were high. I was in high normal. So it was only a matter of time before I was going to be taking medications, but I didn't even realize it. But that was not my driving force. But when I watched Dick get on the program after Marcia, that was the big one. I didn't even really appreciate what Marcia did to the fullest extent. I knew that I didn't even know she's a girlfriend. I didn't even know she was diabetic. And I didn't know what diabetes was. I'd never been around it. So Marcia and Dorothy would talk about that in front of me. Gay's very knowledgeable about it. But I still, if I have someone who has diabetes, I have them talk to one of them because I know those people know it on a personal level and I don't. I'm still learning. Maybe when we do the insulin show, I know a lot now. Maybe it will all come together for me when we do the piece on insulin. But when Dick walked into that room out of his wheelchair, oxygen off, that's when I understood the scientific formulated, because there's people who get off of their medicines or have it lowered long before they lose their weight. So it really is about establishing homeostasis inside the body. The body wants to be leveled, and that's what our food does. It brings the body back to homeostasis. Anybody else want to say anything before I stop? Nope. Okay. Good night, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. We're going to go to our happiness lesson.